The From Season 4 finale title is sitting right in front of everyone, and I don't think anybody's actually read what it's saying. What does "if a tree falls in the forest" really mean for this show? Why pick a philosophy riddle to title the most important episode in 4 seasons? And what does it reveal about the ending before a single frame airs? Let's break it down. Before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you considered subscribing. We dig into the details of From That Other Breakdown skip past, so you're getting the full picture every time. Okay, let's start with where this show has actually been pointing the whole time, because the title only lands once you understand what's been building underneath it. For 4 seasons, the Anghkooey children have been crying out one word into the dark. Remember, they were sacrificed centuries ago by parents who wanted to live forever, and that bargain turned those same parents into the creatures that hunt the town every night. The horrifying part isn't just that the children died, it's that their cry has been going out for generations, and almost nobody could hear it. The monsters who used to be their parents can't see them. Most residents who pass through this town never notice them at all. For all that time, a sound has been happening in this forest, and there's been functionally no one there to hear it. Now hold that thought, because in episode 9, The Calm Before, the show gives us the literal version of the exact same idea. Jade and Tabitha figure out that the children's bones are sealed in an underground chamber, with the only way in being through tunnels where the creatures sleep during the day. Boyd's solution is to physically remove the bottle tree above ground, opening a second way in and out. But the boy in white visits Victor and warns him directly, do not let them touch that tree. Victor tries to stop Boyd. Boyd has him detained instead. So heading into the finale, we already know the plan on the table is, quite literally, to make a tree fall in this forest, and several outlets tracking leaks and predictions ahead of the finale have already connected that literal reading to what's coming, expecting the tree's removal to trigger the rope ladder failing and trapping Jade and Tabitha underground with no clean way out. That's the surface level read, and it's probably correct, but I don't think that's actually what the title is about. Here's the deeper layer, and once you see it, I don't think you can unsee it. The original philosophical question isn't really asking about trees. It's asking whether something that happens without a witness counts as having happened at all. Now think about every major mechanic the show runs on. Julie can storywalk into the past, but she can only witness it, never change it. Tabitha and Jade are confirmed reincarnations of 2 parents from the original cycle, carrying memories of an event that, for them, technically already happened, whether or not anyone in the present remembers it clearly. The children have been making a sound in this forest for centuries, and the entire horror of their existence is that being unheard didn't make their suffering any less real. It just made it invisible. That's not a coincidence sitting next to a coincidence. That's the same question, asked 4 different ways, across 4 seasons, and the finale is finally naming it out loud in the title itself. I know how this sounds. I know it sounds like I'm reading a philosophy class into a TV show title, but this is a series that has spent every season explicitly using language like remember, story walking, and witnessing as its core vocabulary. A title borrowed from a famous question about unheard, unwitnessed events isn't decoration on a show like this. It's the show telling you exactly what its own ending is going to be measured by. Not whether the tree falls, whether anyone is finally there to witness it when it does. Here's where it gets even more interesting, because the same predictions covering this finale have also raised something else worth sitting with for a second. There's a growing theory circulating right now that the finale won't actually reveal the man in yellow as the true villain of this story, but something else entirely, something behind or beneath him. Put that next to the title's deeper meaning, and a new question opens up. What if the real threat in From has never been a single entity at all? What if it's the condition of going unheard? The children went unheard for centuries, and that silence is what built this entire nightmare. If the finale is finally about someone witnessing what was never witnessed before, that's not just a twist. That's the actual mechanism that could break the cycle. So sit with that for a second, because I think it reframes everything Boyd has been trying to do. He spent this entire season trying to lead people physically out of this town. But if the title is right, leading them out was never actually the goal that mattered. Being the one who finally hears what's been falling in this forest the whole time, that's the goal. And that's a very different kind of ending than the one most people are expecting walking into Sunday night. Now here's what we know for certain heading into the finale itself. From Season 4, Episode 10, If a Tree Falls in the Forest, airs this Sunday, June 28th, at 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific on MGM+. It's reportedly running around 90 minutes, which would make it the longest single episode the show has ever produced. And this isn't just a season finale in the usual sense. MGM Plus confirmed before this season even started that Season 5 will be the show's last, which means this title, and whatever it's actually pointing toward, isn't just closing out one chapter. It may be setting the terms for how the entire series is allowed to end. The official logline puts it plainly. Boyd's quest to lead the residents home reaches a terrifying crossroads, and nothing will ever be the same again. After 4 seasons of children crying out into silence, I think that crossroads is exactly what the title's been telling us about the whole time. So tell me what you think. Is this just a clever title about a literal tree coming down? Or is the show finally answering the question it's been asking since Season 1? Drop your read on it in the comments. I want to see if anyone else caught this before Sunday. And if you want the breakdown the moment the finale actually airs, go ahead and subscribe. I'd really appreciate having you here for it. See you for the finale recap.